Hello everyone, this is Corsair Mac, your friendly neighborhood wellness professional, and I am here to do Wellness Wednesday. Now, this Wellness Wednesday is going to be a little bit different. Normally I talk about some mental health topics, more on a serious note, but this time we're going to do something mental health related on a more of a fun note. And what we're going to be doing is called a psychology walkthrough test. And for those of you that do not know what a psychology walkthrough test is, it's a test, don't worry, thankfully you don't have to study, but it's a test that really helps you learn more about yourself as well as remove any conscious and unconscious biases while you're answering these questions. Now, no, this isn't an end-all be-all of whatever answers I put down is going to be me to a T, though this is something to help spark some conversation about some things that are going on in your unconscious mind. Now, there were two tests that I could have chose from, but I'm going to choose a shorter one. And if you guys like the shorter one and want to see me do a longer one, please let us know in the comments below, as well as the likes that you leave on this video. So, without further ado, let's get into the psychology walkthrough test. So with this test does not have a name, though this test can be found on ladytempress.wordpress.com, and the author on there found this test through Google searches. And the tests I use to administer on clients, as well as from the online reviews that I saw, it really does hit the mark on what it's trying to get through. And I'm not going to spoil it by telling you what specifically it's looking through until the end of the test. So please get out a pen or pencil and a piece of paper and write down the answers to the questions that you'll see listed here. As I'm going through the questions, please take your time in answering them. I'm going to wait 5 seconds in between each question, but you can always pause the video to give yourself more time to answer the question before going on to the next question. First question. Imagine yourself on board a boat that is sinking. You manage to swim to the lifeboat and climb in. How many people do you see in the lifeboat with you? You row to the shore and see a vast desert before you. You collect some belongings and supplies and head out across the desert in search of salvation. How many pairs of shoes do you use? After much hard travel, you climb a rise of dunes to see a city in the distance. You also notice an oasis not too far away. Do you stop and rest at the oasis for as long as you want? Only rest there for a minute, or keep heading towards the city? Upon entering the city, you see a castle that intrigues you and decide to go to it. After passing the gates, you find yourself walking down the length of a long corridor leading to the throne room. You enter and see a king and queen sitting side by side on the throne. What do both the king and queen look like? What characteristics do they seem to embody? You leave and go down a spiral stairway. It's dark and shadowy, with torches lit intermittently along the walls. As you're walking down, a lady, if you are a man, or a knight, if you are a woman, from the court passes you by. You only catch a glimpse of their face, and they remind you of someone you know. Who do you see? The stairs leading you to a banquet room, and you see this long table with a golden goblet in the middle of the table. Looking inside the goblet, how full of wine is it? Thank you for completing the psychology walkthrough test. And now I will tell you what this test is really about. So this test mainly looks at relationships as well as connections with people. So here are the answers to the questions. So whatever you answered for question 1 deals with how many true friends you perceive you have. Question 2, how many true loves you'll have before you get married, depending on what you answered there. Question 3, the answer you put down shows your personal work ethic. Question 4, the answer you put down shows what you imagine your ideal mate to be like. Very interesting. Question 5, the answer you put down determines this is the person you'll never get over for the rest of your life. Very interesting, very interesting. Question 6, the answer determines how full it is, represents how much of yourself you give in a relationship. Very interesting indeed. Now, this is all based on association. So these questions are asked in a way to help get rid of conscious and unconscious biases in determining with your unconscious brain of what you associate with it. Now, I don't know what answers you put down, but of course, no two people are going to have the same answer. Females, depending, they might have the same answer based on some of them. And also with question 5, I apologize, it's not as gender conformative, but this was found by Lady Tempest in 2012, so I'm assuming this psychology walkthrough test was made before 2012. All right, so if you made it to this part of the video, then that will be it for this video. I want to thank everybody that has done the psychology walkthrough test. Hopefully it opened your eyes in some way. Hopefully you're able to get a laugh out of it, and hopefully you're able to learn something new about yourself. Again, the answers that you gave isn't the end-all be-all, of course. It's just a way to help spark conversation, to help you learn a little bit more about yourself. And also I want to let you guys know that Wellness Services is looking to do a Q&A with commonly asked student questions, so please feel free to send in your questions to studentwellness@elgin.edu, and we will hopefully answer them sometime within the next couple of weeks. Also, if you guys are looking to sign up for fall classes, please call 847-214-7390, but hit extension 2 to get to academic advising, so that way you can be connected with an academic advisor to help you plan out your fall semester, as well as they'll be able to answer any questions you may have, as well as connect you to any resources that you may need to help you be successful in the fall semester. And again, if you want to schedule a session, please feel free to call us at 847-214-7390, as well as, again, email us at studentwellness@elgin.edu, or you can email one of us directly if you are already seeing any one of us. Now, thank you guys very much. And again, feel free to contact any of us if you have any questions. This is Corsair Mac, your friendly neighborhood wellness professional, signing out.